New home sales have dropped to its lowest levels since 2013. Hey everybody, Scott Walters, welcome to the channel. If you're new, I want to thank you for coming. If you're returning, I want to thank you for your continued support. Before we get into today's red hot topic, I'm going to politely ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, leave me a comment below. I would love to hear from you. Please watch to the end for my final thought. Hit the bell icon so you're notified when new videos are released. It's very important to stay close to the channel in these very, very tricky times. All right, folks, welcome to the channel. It's always an honor and a privilege to be with you. I hope you're all doing great. Buckle up and strap in. I got a hard-hitting pull, no punches, no sugarcoating it, no rainbows and sunshine. I'm just going to give it to you and give it to you straight. And folks, are you seeing what's going on with this U.S. housing market? Are you seeing what's going on with this U.S. economy? It is spinning out of control. This one is getting so alarming. Again, our job is hopefully to continue to raise awareness, to ring the bell, to sound the alarm, to wake people up, to let them know and understand that we've overstimulated the economy and it's having blowback. The dust is settling and we're paying the piper and it's all playing out right in front of our eyes. Congratulations to anybody that's stuck with this channel. I know it hasn't been easy. It hasn't been easy for me either, but the reality is it's all playing out, and I'm just so honored and privileged and grateful that I've been able to be part of your lives, hopefully in just a small way, and help people understand. I really wish back in the last real estate bubble, I understood the things that we're talking about now. So congratulations to anybody that's stuck with the channel. If you're new, please subscribe right away. This one is getting very, very serious. And I talk about the US because that's where I work as a real estate professional, but this is global. This is having global blowback. This one is so very alarming. It's all stemming from a health pandemic, and these measures and stimulus measures that were initiated just were they're backfiring on us now. They're completely backfiring. So the reality is, friends, is as we heat map and temperature check the U.S. housing market, because everything hinges on the U.S. housing market. If we lose the U.S. housing market, we lose everything. In the last bubble, that is exactly what happened. And make no mistake about it, if you're not in the U.S., you felt it too, because like I said, everything hinges on the U.S. housing market. It is the pinnacle of all asset classes, and all the asset classes, including our new high-flying crypto market, are all showing their true colors right now. The volatility, how pumped up they are through euphoria, herd mentality, and stimulus money. The federal government kicked the can way too far down the road. They're now trying to raise these interest rates, but it's spooking these markets, and we have people racing for the exits. And the newest trend is new construction, and we've talked about this on this channel. When these builders, they drank the Kool-Aid, greed took over, and they started building new homes for as far as the eye could see, new developments popping up everywhere. And now they're halting production. They're just trying to finish the ones that are currently started. New starts are done. They have additional land slated for more homes. Not happening. Those phases will never come to market, at least not in this boom, because the boom is now over and the writing is continuing to be on the wall. So the realities are, friends, is that we are seeing new home sales now drop to the lowest levels that we've seen since 2013. 7 years. That is 7 years. We have never seen this before. New home, and I've talked about this before, friends. There are so many things could be the pinprick to this housing bubble, but all of them combined is probably going to deliver a knockout blow. But this is just another one we have to keep our eyes on, because when you see new home sales drop to levels not seen since 2013, that's the writing on the wall. That's the birth pains of a real estate downturn. And I know most of us are pretty aware of what's going on now, this cooling trend, right? But real estate lags behind. It takes a while for a real estate transaction to be executed. So data is only going to tell us what's happened. It won't tell us. Once it happens, it'll be too late. The data is not happening in real time. All we can do is measure data as it comes in. And a lot of spin doctors are going to try to spin this to tell you that it's not that serious. But friends, I'm telling you, this is very, very serious. I've told you, I've said this before, I will say it again. This one did not pass the smell test. It all stemmed from a lockdown. And now we're seeing how what's going on is becoming very, very alarming. So the realities are we are in fact already in a recession because we're paying much more for our goods and services, and we're seeing the shrink back from consumer spending. The writing is on the wall. Everything that we can heat map and temperature check tells us of a massive cooling trend. And friends, that's just the precursor of a correction, recession, and then ultimately a full economic depression is probably what we're going to see. Like we've talked about before, if you put the percentage of likelihood on a depression, you have to understand this one is playing out in front of our eyes. So what can we do to prepare ourselves? What can we do to understand the severity of what's going on, friends? And I'm just about to tell you right now, as somebody who works in and around real estate, I've never seen the flip-flop occur like I'm seeing right now. During the height of the buying euphoria about a year ago, every single email we got in our office was from people wanting to buy homes. We were buried in buyers, and now that has dropped off a cliff. I never see even one notification of somebody wanting to buy. All I see are notifications of people wanting to sell. That is alarming. Let me repeat, not one email rolls through of people wanting to buy. The only thing we see now are people wanting to sell. Friends, the writing is on the wall. People are starting to race for the exits. And unfortunately, because of this risen interest rate environment that we're now in with runaway inflation, the buyer pool is so small. You're lucky to get a couple offers on a property. You're lucky to get asking price. The over asking price euphoria is long gone. In final thoughts today, friends, I come to you as a friend, as a content creator, as a real estate professional who wants to not only see you win in real estate, but win in life. I know by being a level-headed realist is the only way it's going to happen. When you temperature check and heat map the real estate industry and you see these things unfolding, you have to heed to that. You have to pay very close attention. I always say this now, and I've said this since the beginning of the channel. I just knew that you had to save your cash. You have to save your cash for a rainy day, save it for whatever you want to save it for. But the reality is now, cash is the safe haven. If you have your money in any of the markets, you are so exposed. And unfortunately, the pandemic created the casino climate with people pouring into these markets, and they're stuck in them and they're gonna fall. The heavy hitters are long gone. Please follow the advice and the trends of what the heavy hitters are doing. They got on the sidelines just like many of you did. If you appreciate the content, I want to humbly ask you to give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, and leave me a comment below. Social media links are in the description of this video if you'd like to contact me there, along with links to other channels I've appeared on I think you might enjoy. If you're interested in buying or selling real estate here in America, there's an email for you, as well as offers from other companies like Webull, EKSTER Wallets, and Realthy for real estate professionals. All the link in the descriptions below where you can take advantage of those things. As always, thank you for your time today. Please go make it count. I'll see you on the next video. Everybody, quick shout out to my good friend Dan over at iAllegedly. Dan has hit 200,000 subscribers on YouTube, and he's commemorating that with these new silver coins with his logo on it. Super awesome. I'll leave a link in the description below on how you can get yours. Thank you so much, Dan.